My name is John, and this happened when I was 10 or 11 years old. So it'll be around 1978 or 1979. While I was younger, I was involved with the church, and this happened on a Sunday morning while I was helping set up for Mass. I was the only one in the building setting up when I heard a loud bang coming from the choir loft at the other end of the building. Curious, I stepped out from where I was and called out, "Hello?" And there was no answer. So I figured that the person just didn't hear me and was just doing what they needed to do and getting ready. I was looking up towards the choir loft to see if I could see the person, and there was no one there, and just figured that something had fallen down, and a noise just echoed throughout the church. I was just going through the normal rational ideas to come up with a reason for what I just heard. Right then and there, I had the feeling that I wasn't alone. Normally, I wouldn't have minded, because I figured that the organist came in early to get ready, but this was different. I had this uneasy feeling that not only was my life was in jeopardy, but my soul. It was a fear that I never felt before, or since. As I was looking up at the choir loft, I couldn't see anyone yet. I could see there was something up there. Then it appeared to me. It was a shapeless and formless figure. It was excluding, or giving off, this evil that just penetrated through me like a sound would at a concert if you were standing too close to the amps. What I felt went way beyond the fight-or-flight reaction people talk about when they face this with a situation like this. I was frozen there beyond being scared, and my mind didn't process things for a few seconds. Then all of a sudden, I guess my mind snapped back into reality, and I just ran and took off out of the church and stayed there until I saw the priests come out of the rectory and start going over to the church. I didn't realize how far I'd ran until I started walking back to the church. I had run about 100 to 150 feet from the church. When the priest had seen me fully dressed to take part in Mass and seen how freaked out I was, he asked me what happened, so I had to tell him what happened and what I'd seen and felt. He tried to reassure me that it was probably my imagination, that it was an old church and that it might have just been something falling or something mechanical. The thing is that I've been in that building long enough to know the sounds of the mechanical devices when they kick on and off. Another thing is that my imagination wouldn't give me a life-threatening feeling, or being able to tell that there was something giving off such evil that it reverberated throughout my whole body. I've always been a skeptical person, ever since I was this age, and not only that, I've never let my mind get the better of me. I never lost my faith in God and his advisory, and I feel that this one was some kind of evil spirit or demon, and since that day, whenever I went to that church, I always made sure that there would be someone else there so that I wouldn't have to come across that thing ever again. Then again, this would be the first time that I came across something like this, but then again, that's a story for another time. It's because of this situation that I became curious about the paranormal, and yet I still try to rationalize everything. When I'm dealing with a situation like this, I believe that the saying, if you rule out the probable, all that remains, however improbable, must be possible.